that was a lovely day at the beach. Going back a few weeks ago now, probably in June, and we went to our Scare Beach to try out one of our new gadgets. And it's part of a series of videos I'm doing at the moment on gadgets that we use for cooking outdoors. So what I'm talking about today is a mini fire anchor, and it's made by a guy called Trevor at TJ Metalworks. I will put a link in the description. Now, the reason we came across this video, this mini anchor, is because Richard and I enjoy watching a couple of bushcraft channels, one of which being Simon Bloke in the Woods, and Kent Survival is another one. And we just love watching them sort of cook really lovely food over open fires and build shelters, etc. So on one of the videos, we've seen both of them use this little mini anchor, and I bought one for Richard's birthday. So you've just seen us in action. We cooked a steak on an open fire. I think we'd intended to go to the beach to build a fire ourselves, but as luck would have it, along the beach we found one ready-made, and it was perfect because it had like a little windbreak around it as well. So that was a really lovely day. So we're going to go into Richard's workshop area now and look at the fire, the what's it called?
Fire anchor.
We're going to look at the fire anchor in a bit more detail. Okay, so these are the components. You can get a bigger fire anchor, but this is the mini fire anchor. So I'm going to hand over to Richard now, who's going to talk us through setting up. But just before he does that, these are handmade. I think, well, by this name TJ Metalworks, he's what do you call people, like a blacksmith, is that?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I think it's all wrought iron.
Yeah.
It's all heated up and bent.
Yeah.
When it's hot, and it's going to last you a lifetime.
Yeah.
As long as you look after it.
Yeah.
It will rust, but you need to put some bit of oil in on it afterwards, but it's not going to be left outside anyway, so it's not going to rust too much.
Richard does look after his stuff. So they're handcrafted, and they are really, like Richard just said, a lifetime of use, really. So yeah, Richard's going to show us.
It's really well welded, and it's really well made.
Yeah.
A lot of care and attention gone to it, and that's enough for two people, really, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. That's enough for two.
We put two big steaks on that, didn't we?
On that. You could have bacon, sausages, loads of stuff in there. Probably not for four, but for two, absolutely. And that's when you probably need the bigger one.
Yeah, and you could also use that. We'll show you when it's put together now, but you can use that as a platform for a billy can or a kettle for boiling.
Over thing as well. Stuff like that. The thing that we need to get with it, we need to get a little pack.
Yes.
So we can put it all together.
A little pouch.
In a little pouch.
That's next birthday's present, Richard.
It goes that way, yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, the last thing, because when we were down the beach that day, I remember we were really conscious of leaving a bit behind.
Yeah.
And I imagine that would be quite easy to do if you're.
And the thing is, when you cook with that, and you finish cooking, I know you can wipe it off, but it's still got lots of grease and bits and pieces of it. So it's almost need a pouch.
Yeah, the dirty stuff. Yeah.
Because we put it back in our little rucksack. And then as it happened, we put it separately anyway. But you wouldn't want to get it to mix with your other stuff, could it really? But it's really easy to use.
Yeah. So let's.
So you got two pieces here. That's the bit you put in the ground.
That goes in the ground.
And that then you put for the height.
Yeah.
So you can adjust the height a little bit by putting this further in the ground, and then you put
this is the clever bit.
Hang
on, let me just have a little look there, the way you did that. Okay. So that has got a little hook on it, that piece. Yeah.
And these hooks here, not necessarily just for that, but it's for if you have billy cans.
Yeah.
So they don't slide and stop.
Yeah.
So you keep in.
We actually don't have a billy can, do we?
Not really, no.
I suppose any bushcrafting cans or things.
That's for your billy can or the other bits and pieces. And
you can adjust the height, as Richard is showing. So the one flaw we've had when we've cooked over flames before with like a grill plate is and almost like a barbecue as well. You can't really adjust the height very easily, so that's where this comes into its own, because you can move these pieces up and down depending on the flames and the heat.
You put your billy can there and move it to the side,
and then swing it around as well.
And vice versa.
Right, so the top grill plate's on now.
And so you picture the heat here, and then you if that's too hot, you take it off.
And you wore leather gloves, didn't you? Because obviously that's going to get super hot.
Same as the billy can, take it on, take it off, whatever.
So that's the idea. You can have one hook for your kettle and billy can, and then just switch it to the side, and then another plate which you could put your meat or vegetables, wherever you're cooking, up there. Or you could put a kettle and billy can directly on that, and then those can move around depending on your fire. We haven't actually used that yet, have we? We haven't, because we haven't got a billy can, so that's next on the list. But I love the workmanship, and I love that little... really is craftsman, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, and then you adjust the heat. So if it's too hot down there, the fire is too hot, and it's burning the steaks too much, you just take it up.
Take it up, and I love, I don't know how does it do it, that you lift it and it stays put, it doesn't sort of fall up and down?
It's the angle, because it falls into the symmetrical, but then you put more pressure on the end there. It puts pressure on the end there, so it anchors it.
Okay,
hence
so
the word anchor,
I guess that's why it's called a fire anchor, yes. So that's our fire anchor, and you've seen it in action over a fire down the beach. But we are going to do a little bit more sort of outdoor cooking come the autumn and winter, aren't we? And
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because we fancy ourselves as bushcrafters, don't we?
Well,
fair weather.
Yeah,
fair weather bush.
We've got to get a place to put this first. little pack to put it in.
Yes, little waxed pouch like those guys would.
These don't get dirty, but that gets really greasy. And
and you've got to season it, haven't you? Oil it or something when you come back to stop it rusting.
So stop it rusting. Yeah, which is not rusting.
But Richard was thrilled that I got him that for his birthday, weren't you, Richard?
I was. Yeah. I've got such a good wife.
He has too. Really lovely. If anyone's interested, the link is below. But that's one of the gadgets that we haven't used an awful lot, but I think we will be. Okay, so I hope this was useful and interesting if any of you are like us, fancying being bushcrafters. As I said, we haven't really used it an awful lot yet. It's going to be our autumn and winter project to go out, find some woods and cook over an open fire. Something very primal about that, isn't there? And we're looking forward to doing that. By the way, I hope you like the surroundings of today's video. We are in the garage, or also known as Richard's man cave, and his motorbikes are in here, and handmade workbench. He's quite a clever guy, you know, Richard. But I don't tell him that because he gets a big head. Anyway, that's it for this week. Just a quick one. The next time we come back, we'll talk about another one of our new gadgets for cooking al fresco. See you soon, everyone. Bye.